即将为您播放的是佛光山澳洲南天寺南天桥启用典礼。
Lion Dance，
降狮献瑞。
Welcome to country and safety song and dance by Aboriginal elder Noel Butler.
原住民祈福。
Wada Ram. We welcome you all to Darawal country. We're here to celebrate and help you celebrate the joining of our two cultures, the understanding of each other with very similar cultural values. Also for the bridge, to celebrate the opening of the bridge, the connecting of two very special learning places. Learning which benefits everybody. Our culture believes in that we must always respect all living things and always show our respect to Mother Earth, to Grandmother Moon, to Father Sky and Grandfather Sun. We have the same kind of belief in that we continue to do that today with the joining together of our understanding that for the benefits of human beings, we must learn to understand, accept, forgive and respect all other peoples and all living things. We want to do a very special welcome for you and ask for protection while you're here in Darawal country, the home of this temple, and that we make sure that you are protected in this country at all times. And we will sing and dance you that from our spiritual connections from our ancestors to keep you protected from the air, on the land and while in the water. Wada yuini wajan, wada gujaka, wada ran. Ilamani ran, Darawal nura, naya nabu, gabun birach, bagia nawe burija, wada. Nayanura Nayanabu Walawani Mirida Mabura Guramboga Kaya Kai Ranawada Kaya Kai Ranawada Wainura Nayanabu Walawani Mirida Mabura Guramboga Kaya Kai Ranawada Kaya Kai Ranawada
Wallowani Uani 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 Whoa. Wallowani Uani Wallowani Uani Wallowani Uani Wallowani Uani Wallowani Uani Wallowani Uani
We want to ask for very special blessings for this land, for the people, for everybody who is here to continue the work of living a more pure, better life, pure of mind, pure of heart, pure of spirit. We do that with the use of fire. Fire is our friend. Most of this land needs or benefits from fire to keep on, to continue on. We're going to have a fire to produce some smoke. Smoke we use for healing. When the land is sick, we burn it. The eucalypt trees, the gum trees, are a great symbol of our culture, which has been going for 60,000 years. You burn a forest of eucalypt trees. As soon as it rains, you can take every leaf off. Once it rains, from under the bark comes the little buds to bring out new leaves, to create new life for the tree. Just like we, us, from what is in here, under our skin, doesn't matter what happens, we can still keep on going and stay strong and stay pure. So the eucalypt leaves give us that symbol by burning and creating the smoke for us to be able to renew, to go ahead, to keep moving. And the other tree that is special for us to create smoke is from the wattle trees or the tea trees. These are nurturing trees. These are the ones that first germinate and protect all the young seedlings, the new ones that are coming through. So we have a continuation on. So we're going to take the smoke and we're going to ask connection to the great Creator to bring the wind spirit and take our smoke and pass it around, all the way around from the different wind directions, to keep the blessings on this place and keep continuation of our two cultures. 大家 thank you.
Offerings. Offering a flag.
献供。
Offering a flag, representing the wisdom of Buddha, which overcomes the Maras.
雪梨协会金刚杵幡供养，象征佛陀的智慧，可吹破、抵御烦恼魔君。
Offering of music, representing all sentient beings finding peace on the Buddha path.
雪梨佛光青年团香花供养，象征心神安宁，三业清净。
Offering of light, representing right view and right thought.
南一分会灯供养，象征正知正见，智慧圆满。
Offering of pagoda, representing the timeless Buddha wisdom.
光明分会泰国塔供养，象征出世间的智慧人常转不息。
Offering of flower pagoda, representing joy in the universal truths.
北一分会泰国塔花塔供养，象征欢喜真理。
Offering of flowers, representing skillful means in dealing with all matters.
北一分会花供养，象征处事如花，见者欢喜。
Offering of flags representing majestic virtue of the Buddha.
西区分会装供养，象征诸尊威德。
Offering of flowers representing fragrance of upholding the Buddhist precepts.
澳洲雪梨南天中华学校花供养，象征深长相结。
Thank you to all our offerers today.
让我们用热烈的掌声感谢所有献供人员。再次感谢所有献
Let's
供
put our
人
hands together
员。
again. Put our hands together again to all our offerers today. ...2018 佛光山, Australia Nantian Temple and Nantian Bridge Blessing and Inauguration Ceremony now commences. We'd now like to invite the head abbot of Fogwanshan Monastery, Taiwan, the most venerable Shin Bao and venerables to lead the ceremony.
佛光山澳洲南天寺2018南天桥祈福启用典礼，典礼开始。恭迎佛光山住持心宝和尚及诸位法师入席。
菩萨流脱甘露水，能令一滴遍十方。心善过会尽捐除，令使坛场悉清净。教友真念经当称颂，南无阿弥陀那呀耶南无利波罗揭谛斯婆那耶菩提萨埵婆耶摩萨埵婆耶摩迦罗尼迦耶安萨婆那哇伊苏檀那檀香那摩悉吉利多伊蒙阿利耶波罗揭谛斯婆那能多波那摩那来金子悉利摩婆陀萨美萨婆他都苏朋阿是因萨婆萨多南无婆萨多南无婆耶摩华特多丹子那阿婆卢西卢迦帝迦罗帝悉利摩菩提萨埵萨婆萨婆摩奈摩奈摩悉摩悉利多因居卢居卢揭蒙图卢图卢瓦瑟耶帝摩瓦瑟耶帝多奈帝利利斯婆那耶则奈摩摩瓦摩奈摩帝利依悉依悉
We'd now like to invite our multi-faith representatives to give their best blessings. First of all, the Catholic faith.
Loving Creator, we pray for peace. Peace in our own hearts, peace in our families and in our communities and in all countries throughout the world. Save us from our desire to hurt as we've been hurt, to punish as we've been punished. Give us the strength it takes to listen rather than to judge, to trust rather than to fear, to try again and again to build bridges of peace even when it eludes us. We ask for the vision to be builders of the human community rather than its destroyers. We ask for the humility as a people to understand the fears and hopes of other peoples. And as Catholic Christians we pray, may enemies begin to speak to one another, may those who were estranged join hands in friendship, may nations seek the way of peace together. And we pray you, Lord, to give us understanding that puts an end to strife, mercy that quenches hatred, and forgiveness that overcomes vengeance. Strengthen our resolve to give witness to the love of Jesus Christ by the way we live. And great and loving God, grant us peace and empower us to proclaim the message of peace to all the peoples of the earth. Amen.
Can we now invite the Buddhist faith for a prayer? Can we now invite, apologies for that, the Hindu faith for a prayer, please? Thank you.
Badram karnebhih shrunuyamadevaः Badram pashyemhakshabharyajatraः Sthirairangaih tuштubham swasthanobhih Vyasemadhevahitam vyadhayoh Swasti na indro vruddhashravah Swasti na pusha vishvabhedha Swasti nastaksho arishthanemihi Swasti no brihaspatha dadhatu Om Shanti 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 Shanno Mitra Samvarunah Shanno Bhavatvaryamam Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramah Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavato Tadvaktaramavato Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Shanno Mitra Samvarunah Shanno Bhavatvaryamam Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramah Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Eva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadisham Ritamavadisham Satyamavadisham तन्नामावीत तद्वक्तारमावीत आवीन्मा आवीद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ
Purification.
洒净开始。
成常住三宝，南无大乘常住三宝，南无大乘常住三宝。
Prayer and blessing.
祈愿祝祷。
为社会大众祈愿文。慈悲伟大的佛陀，我们是一群虔诚皈依你的弟子。有的人在工商企业单位服务，有的人在公教军警机关工作，有的人是家庭主妇，有的人是退休闲居。我们经常觉得自己不够完美，我们时时感到人生苦难平凡。佛陀，伟大的佛陀，今天我们各界人等齐聚在你座前，为的是想向你祈愿。伟大的佛陀，要我们人人成佛，我们不敢由此奢求。不过，我们所要祈求的是让我们能成为好人，要我们断尽烦恼，我们不敢奢望得到。但是，我们所要祈求的是让我们少烦少恼。慈悲大的佛陀，希望我们所有的人等，在你资源福护之下，人人谨守三规，奉行无间，人人尽心去恶，努力行善，人人深信因果，忏悔业障，人人广结善缘，福利社会。慈悲伟大的佛陀，希望我们各行各业，在你的慧乐毗照之下，每一个人都能修口修行，正己正人；每一个人都能顿起莫临，齐家治国；每一个人都能懂得缘起真理，相互依存；每一个人都能奉行八正道法，正常生活。慈悲伟大的佛陀，祈求你能加持全世界的人类，心里坦诚于此，请求界定智慧，祈求你能促进全法界的众生学习尊重包容，彼此和合无争。慈悲伟大的佛陀，请你接受我们至诚恳切的祈愿，请你接受我们至诚恳切的祈愿。
庄严无上，活菩提南无。庄严无上，活菩提南无。庄严无上。
Abbot of佛光山Monastery, Taiwan. the head abbot of Fogwanshan Monastery, Taiwan, the most venerable Shin Bao, and representatives of multi-faiths for leading the prayer and blessings.
感谢佛光山住持心保和尚及多元宗教代表带领大众洒尽祈福。
Welcome speech by the most venerable Shin Bao.
恭请佛光山住持心保和尚致欢迎词，大众请坐下。
各位贵宾，各位宗教代表，各位佛光人，各位护法信徒，大家吉祥。
Auspiciousness to you, distinguished guests, representatives of the multi-faith, BOIA members, ladies and gentlemen.
欢喜的日子，今天是南天大桥落成一个人天欢喜的日子。
Today is a joyful day as we inaugurate the Nantien Bridge.
要感谢每一个人，还有我们当地政府、建设公司、护法信徒种种的护持、种种的努力。
I would like to thank everyone's efforts in putting this day together, including the political parties, the construction companies, our devotees, our benefactors.
那么这一桥的建成呢，除了大师的愿力之外，那么呢，也由于大家的信心呢，在这17年当中，大家努力今天呢，才有这一座大桥呈现在大家的眼前。
The bridge is the efforts and the fruits of the vow of Venerable Master Xingyun, as well as the faith and confidence of everyone who has supported the building of the bridge over the last 17 years.
南天大桥还没建成之前呢，我们从南天寺跟南天大学这中间的距离呢，大家会显得比较遥远。
Before the bridge was constructed, the distance between the Nantien Temple and the Nantien Institute seems rather long.
那么大桥建成之后呢，大家会觉得南天寺跟大学之间呢，可以说完全没有距离。
The completion of the bridge represents there is no longer any distance between the Nantien Temple and the Nantien Institute.
我想人与人之间呢，也是一样。我们常说人与人之间呢，需要一条友谊的桥梁，慈悲忍辱的桥梁。
And it is the same for the distance between people. We as people also need a bridge that connects us with compassion.
人与人之间有了这一座桥梁，大家可以沟通，大家可以融合，大家可以共处，可以说一片呢，呈现祥和。
With the bridge between each other, people can communicate, can live harmoniously with each other, and be at peace among all.
我想这就是我们希望看到的一个和平、 祥和的世界。
I think this is the kind of peaceful and harmonious world we would like to see today.
所以这座桥呢，对我们来讲呢，意义呢非常深远。
So this bridge represents very significant implication for each one of us.
不仅是人与人的沟通，而且也是文化的沟通、宗教的沟通，种种呢，不管是社区乃是大众的一种公共的一种共通的一个桥梁。
The bridge represents the connection between people, between culture, faith, communities, and humanity.
大师呢常讲要给人的方便，我想大师的这一座桥呢，可以说给我们大家种种方便之外呢，也让我们人与人沟通，那么造成一个祥和的净土世界。
The master often says, give others convenience. I believe the bridge not only brings us convenience, but also allow us to more easily connect and communicate with each other so we can see a pure land on the human world.
再次感谢大家的莅临我们每位贵宾、参与人士呢，从全世界各个地方来，再次感谢大家，祝福大家平安吉祥，谢谢。
Once again, I would like to thank for your presence today to our distinguished guests and our guests from all over the world. May you all be peaceful and happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you again to the Most Venerable Xin Bao, the head abbot of佛光山Monastery, Taiwan.
再次感谢佛光山住持新宝和尚慈悲开示。
We'd now like to introduce the most distinguished guests that are with us today. First of all, the Most Venerable Xin Bao, the abbot of佛光Monastery, Taiwan, ladies and gentlemen. The Most Venerable Thich Quang Ba OAM, abbot of Sakyamuni Buddha Center, Canberra. Bishop Emeritus Peter Ingham, Catholic of Wollongong. Buttawang Elder Uncle Noel Butler and his family for the Yuan Nation. Pandit Rama Athreya, Secretary of the Australian Council of Hindu Clergy. Venerable Ban Ro, President of Australia-China Buddhist Council. The Honourable Gladys Berejiklian, MP, Premier of New South Wales. Mr Paul Scully, MP, Minister representing Mr Luke Foley, Leader of the Opposition. Mr Stephen Jones, MP, Federal Member for Whitlam. Her Excellency Lucky Sherpa, Ambassador of Nepal. Dr Jeff Lee, Member for Parramatta, Parliamentary Secretary to the Premier, Western Sydney and Multiculturalism. Miss Constance Wang, Director General of Taipei Economic and Cultural Office of Sydney. Councillor Reverend Gordon Bradbury, AM, Lord Mayor of Wollongong City Council. Dr Stephen Kurisharian, AO, former Chair and CEO of Community Relations Commission and Multicultural New South Wales. Emeritus Professor Gerard Sutton, AO. Professor Bill Lovegrove, AO, President of Nantian Institute. Emeritus Professor Stephen Hill, AM. Mr Ken Habak, OAM, Chair of Multicultural Communities Council of Illawarra. Dr Anthony Punn, OAM, Chair and Vice Chair, Ethnic Communities Council of New South Wales, Chair of the Executive Committee, Australia-China Culture Association. Our councillors from Wollongong City Council and Kiama City Council and also Shoalhaven Council. Commander Dean Smith for the local area command for Lake Illawarra and all our police friends here today. Mr. King Lee OAM, the founder of Australian Chinese Cultural Council. Last but not least, our media friends, BLAA members of Oceania, Taiwan, Asia, thank you for attending this auspicious ceremony today of the Nam Tien Bridge Inauguration Ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. Can we now invite the Honourable Gladys Berejiklian MP, the very lovely, hard-working, supportive Premier of New South Wales, ladies and gentlemen.
贵宾致辞，首先欢迎新南威尔斯州州长 Gladys Berejiklian MP 来为我们致辞。
Thank you, everybody. 谢谢 Thank you. To all the very many distinguished guests, it is my deep honour and privilege to be amongst you here today. I would like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we stand and pay our respect to elders past and present. Can I acknowledge the Venerable Manco, Head Abbess of Fo Guangshang in Australia and New Zealand, and all Reverend nuns here today. Can I acknowledge the Most Venerable Tien Bao, Head Abbot Fo Guangshang, and thank you for your wonderful words. Your Excellencies, Presidents, representatives of multi-faiths, my parliamentary colleagues, Lord Mayor, councillors, and ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely a privilege to be with you here on this special day, not just for Fo Guangshang, but for all the followers of Buddhism throughout New South Wales and Australia. Since 1995, the Nam Tien Temple has been at the heart of Buddhism in Australia, the largest temple of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere. A place of worship and reflection for hundreds and thousands of people, and importantly, a place that welcomes those of all faiths to explore and better understand the tenets of Buddhism. For the past 7 years, this role has been enhanced by the Nam Tien Institute, Australia's first tertiary institution grounded in Buddhist values and wisdom, and I'd like to acknowledge Professor Lovegrove, the President of the Institute, who's here today. Thank you. But until recently, these great two institutions, the Temple and the Institute, were separated by the busy highway. Now they are linked by this magnificent bridge, a bridge that connects both the spiritual and educational traditions of Fo Guangshang. It is a wonderful achievement, one that demonstrates persistence and passion, funded entirely by the community, and I congratulate the Buddha's Light International Organisation and everybody involved in making today possible. Today, as we celebrate this landmark development, we also deeply honour the role that Buddhism plays in our society. Guided by your commitment to say good words, do good deeds, and think good thoughts, you make a remarkable contribution to the harmony and success of New South Wales. The Buddhist celebration or birthday celebration in Darling Harbour, for example, has become a wonderful event attended by thousands of people, an annual celebration which extends throughout the state. But of course, we see Fo Guangshang's spirit of giving across New South Wales every day, where your community is engaged in charity and volunteering, providing support and care for the most vulnerable. Earlier this year, my parliamentary colleague, Dr. Jeff Lee, presented 2 Buddha's Light International Association members with Premier's Volunteer Recognition Awards for a quarter-century of service to their community. This in a small way demonstrates the contribution you make to our great state. This was just one example of how, by striving to bring Buddhism into our daily lives, you make a difference in the lives of others, Buddhists and non-Buddhists alike. Fo Guangshang in New South Wales has enriched the cultural diversity and tolerance that makes us stronger as a state. Here at Nam Tien, you help bring us closer together as a community, united by values of peace and compassion, respect and understanding. Together, we recognise that the Nam Tien Bridge is not only an important new piece of infrastructure for those who work, visit, study and worship at Nam Tien, but it symbolises a strong future for Buddhism in New South Wales and throughout Australia. As Premier, it gives me great pride on behalf of all the people of New South Wales to thank you for your contribution and to congratulate you for this wonderful achievement today. Sheshe, thank you.
Thank you to the Honourable Gladys Berejiklian MP, Premier of New South Wales. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her another warm round of applause.
再次感谢澳洲新南威尔斯州州长。
Can we now invite the Australian Lord Mayor of Wollongong City Council, Councillor Reverend Gordon Bradbury, AM, ladies and gentlemen.
接下来礼请澳洲卧龙岗市市长致辞。
I too would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather and pay respects to Aboriginal elders past and present. Today we gather in the presence of the Buddha. This particular location set aside to honour the great Enlightenment tradition. To the Premier, thank you for coming our way. To the Honourable Sin Bao, thank you for representing the Grand Master, and would you, when you return to Taiwan, give our greetings to Sin Yun and honour him for us. To all venerables present, and to all those who are distinguished guests, but everyone, in some respects, is a distinguished guest today. This is an outstanding achievement, inasmuch that as I was sitting there just a moment ago, thinking of the wonderful persuasive powers of Mao Yo in terms of getting this project completed. I was looking at the power lines and thinking to myself, boy, she's got skills. I think we need to mobilise those more often. To the MS and to Mao Yo, I want to say congratulations on an incredible achievement, especially convincing the utility authorities to move the power lines. Since 1995, the Nantien Temple has contributed to the social, economic and spiritual well-being of Wollongong and our region. The focus of the world has moved from Western Europe and America to an awareness of a global dynamic involving India and East Asia. The temple and the institute enhances our cultural diversity and the world view which we enjoy in our multicultural city of Wollongong. Through the lens of humanistic Buddhism, we have been introduced to another way of addressing the challenges that are confronting humanity. We can all flourish in a greater diversity of beliefs and values. By bringing some 2,000 visitors each year, the temple also generates significant economic benefits for our city and region. In 2015, the Nantien Institute was built, and the construction of this place of higher learning has generated a considerable number of high-quality positions. The Institute is now estimated to contribute something like $5 million to the Wollongong economy each year. But let me say, much more in the potential for our happiness and well-being, the happiness and well-being of our residents. That is the major contributor. The completion of the Nantien Bridge is another significant achievement of the Nantien Temple, and I'm delighted that it has come to fruition after many years of planning and hard work. Congratulations to one and all who have contributed to the cost, but also to the contractors, Abu Ghaldi, and those who have been responsible for its construction and its planning. The bridge is more than a physical link between the temple and the Institute. It symbolises the connection between the East and West, not only literally, but figuratively. That is, we're on the eastern side, that's the western side. And not only that, we are bridging the gap in humanity through this effort. It symbolises connections, connections that I'm sure the Tien Temple complex will continue to foster for many years to come, along with the Buddhist principles of peace and harmony, which we definitely need in our society and our world today. The theoretical reflections and teaching of the Institute is now bridged with the practice of Buddhist principles with the living, worshipping community in the temple complex. One stream of outcomes for peace and harmony in our time. On behalf of the residents of the City of Wollongong, I am pleased to present a certificate of recognition to the Tien Temple to acknowledge its wonderful contribution not only to our city, but also to our region, our state, and our nation. Thank you. Xi Xi.
Let's put our hands together for Lord Mayor of Wollongong City Council, Councillor Reverend Gordon Budbury AM.
再次感谢澳洲卧龙岗市市长。
Can we now invite President of Tien Institute, Emeritus Professor Bill Lovegrove AO.
接下来邀请南天大学校长 Bill Lovegrove 荣誉教授致辞。
I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather. Premier, Lord Mayor, Venerable Sinbar. It's a wonderful privilege for me to be part of this great day at Tien. It's been very, very interesting working in the Institute and watching the bridge being built. It makes me think, what functions do bridges serve? They join things, they change things, and they represent things. And so it's been interesting to say what's going to change as a result of the bridge, what's being represented, and what will happen to it. Well, at a practical level, people will walk from the temple to the Institute. We have a lovely cafe there now. Hopefully they'll enrol in our degrees and make us stronger and make them wiser. But beyond that, it joins, as the Mayor has said, the ancient traditions and learning of Buddhism with contemporary education. And when you just sit here now and look at the Institute and feel the temple around you, you can see that we now have what must be one of the most contemplative and outstandingly contemplative environments in which to worship and in which to study. It's an environment that many, many people will enjoy for a long time. But I like to think the bridge represents and connects more than that. It connects the Institute in a new way to the city of Wollongong. The temple is well embedded in the city of Wollongong. The Institute being newer is less so. But now with the Institute being joined by this bridge, we are more closely joined to the city of Wollongong. And finally, I think there's another lovely Wollongong tradition that's continued through this bridge. A major aspect of Wollongong, as you've heard, is our multiculturalism. Many people have come here from many countries with many religions, many traditions, and in their own way they build bridges back to their home countries. Today we see a physical bridge, but a metaphorical bridge which links the citizens of Wollongong back to ancient Buddhist countries, ancient Buddhist traditions. And apart from sitting at my desk thinking about what functions bridges serve, we also do some wonderful work at the Tien Institute in educating Australian and international students, and after this I hope you'll enjoy looking around it. Once again, congratulations to all of those concerned for this wonderful achievement and this wonderful day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Professor Bill Lovegrove.
感谢南天大学校长。
Award presentation by Wollongong City Council. We'd now like to invite the Lord Mayor of Wollongong, Councillor Reverend Gordon Bradbury, AM, up to the stage again to present a certificate of recognition to Tien Temple. And can we invite the Most Venerable Xing Bao to receive the award on behalf of Tien Temple.
颁发感谢状，
Let's give them a warm round of applause.
由卧龙岗市长颁发感谢佛光山澳洲南天寺对本地的贡献，有请新宝和尚代表接受。那我们用热烈的掌声感谢卧龙岗市长代表卧龙岗 感谢佛光山澳洲南天寺对本地的贡献，也感谢宝和尚代表接受。这是我们全佛光人的骄傲，我们用热烈的掌声
another warm round of applause
来为我们的佛光人庆祝。
What a historic moment for Nantian Temple and the Nantian Institute. Thank you, Lord Mayor of Wollongong. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The giving of blessing by the Most Venerable Shimbao, unveiling of plaques and cutting a ribbon to officially mark the opening of the bridge.
历史性的一刻即将到临，我们将正式启用南天桥。现在我们要请我们的功德主代表为我们的南天桥功德碑及星云教育基金会功德碑接碑，请就定位。
May you invite representatives and the benefactors of this ceremony to stand ready to unveil the plaque. And we now invite the Honourable Gladys Berejiklian, Premier of New South Wales, the Lord Mayor of Wollongong, Gordon Bradbury, AM, Consulate General of Pakistan, Abdul Majid Yusufani, Ambassador of Nepal to Australia, Lucky Sherpa, Member for Parramatta, Jeff Lee, MP, Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Sydney, Director Miss Constance Wang, Bishop Peter Ingham, and the President of Nantian Institute, Emeritus Professor Bill Lovegrove, AO. Can we also invite the Nantian Bridge benefactor, Mr. Wang Wei Shan, and also BLAA Director, Chao Ming Lu.
请我们的剪彩贵宾就位。
Monastery, the Most Venerable Shimbao, to give the blessing verses.
恭请佛光山住持心宝和尚说法。
大桥庆欢喜，八方祥瑞云来集，教育人才法同色，忠义传家永不息。
Unveiling of plaque.
接碑。
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it a warm round of applause. What a historic moment this is. And now we've got the cutting of ribbon on the count of three, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. It's already cut. Wonderful. Another big warm round of applause. Thank you to the Most Venerable Shimbao, representative benefactors and distinguished guests. We'd now like to ask the Most Venerable Shimbao to lead in the Inauguration Bridge Walk.
感谢佛光山住持心宝和尚、功德主代表以及与会贵宾。现在恭请佛光山住持心宝和尚和诸位贵宾带领大众启用游行。击法鼓。
we now invite all our members sitting on the stairs to also join in on the inaugural bridge walk, ladies and gentlemen. That's all members of the Oceania Fellowship meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have several parade groups coming up. First of all, the New South Wales band group. Let's give them a warm round of applause. Next up, we got the BLIA elders holding the BLIA flags. Give them a warm round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the youth group, please give them a warm round of applause. Can we invite now over there to Tiriana Colombiana, ladies and gentlemen, over there. Welcome. Next up, we have Tien Temple Chinese School. And ladies and gentlemen, what great flags they're holding up, teaching us great things, do good things, speak good words, and think good thoughts. Let's give them a warm round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Costumes from the three good deeds. There's Sakyamuni Buddha right there. Now we've got the little ones coming through, the BLIA Scouts New South Wales. We've even got Bugs Bunny over there. 3 massive dolls symbolizing each of the 3 things that we always preach: do good things, speak good words, and last but absolutely not least, think good thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we've also got the Buddhist Light Scout Sydney. Let's give these little ones a big encouragement. Come on. And now let's welcome back the Lion Dance, ladies and gentlemen. What an occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Kendrick. How are you, Kendrick? And after the Power Buddhist School, ladies and gentlemen, from Cabramatta, Canley Vale, sorry I should say. Let's give them a warm round of applause. We've also got the walk-a-thon and several more parades to come.
Let's promise to us our hearts and souls. With wisdom we can gain control. That's why we sing this song today.
We are grateful to share this special occasion, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the love.
Harmonize all that is wrong. Work for the peace which is strong. And give some respect for this earth. For all of mankind we will serve. Let's harmonize all that is wrong. Work for the peace which is strong. And give some respect for this earth. For all of mankind we will serve.
The time has come to realize without world peace we can't survive. Our past is once filled with war. Compassion is what we're looking for. It fills me up with so much hope to realize beautiful without it. It's trapped us all against each other. It's promised
time has come to realize without world peace we can't survive. Our past is one that's filled with war. Compassion is what we're looking for. It fills me up with so much hope to realize how beautiful this world could be without anger, which drives us all against each other. Let's promise to us our hearts and souls. With wisdom we can gain control. That's why we sing this song to you. Just don't lose faith, we're here for you. So hold on, harmonize all that is wrong. Work for a peace which is
Ladies and gentlemen, can we now invite our friends from Queensland, that's Queensland 1 and Queensland 2, to join in on this film.
We will serve. Let's harmonize all that is wrong. Work for a peace which is strong. Give some respect for this earth. For all of mankind we will serve.
The time has come to realize without world peace we can't survive. Our past is one that's filled with war. Compassion is what we're looking for. It fills me up with so much hope to realize beautiful could be without anger, which drives us all against each other. It's promised to us our hearts and souls. With wisdom we can get control. That's why we sing this song.
That's why we sing this song.
Here for you. So hold on, harmonize all that is wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join in all bridge walk today. Thank you very much for being part of this bridge opening ceremony. Much appreciated for sharing this very, very historic moment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's harmonize all that is wrong. Work for a peace which is strong.
And just to give everyone a heads up, we do have lunch on the other side at the Nanten Institute, outside in the outdoor area. Please join us for a very, very delicious vegetarian lunch. Thank you very much.
Harmonize all that is wrong. Work for a peace which is strong. In some respect for this earth, for all of mankind.
All mankind we will serve. We will serve for all of mankind. The time has come to realize without world peace we can't survive.